Go ahead and put your pencils down, eyes up here, because we're going to negotiate points. So Mr. Evans has gone ahead and given me permission to go ahead and give you points and also to negotiate, draw your answers, and we're going to do that on the front end. Because today what we're going to be doing is it's a sample lesson. So I'm Mr. Evans' coach, and who knows Mr. Balachi downstairs? Raise your hand if you know Mr. Balachi. Okay, put your hands down. I'm his coach as well. Next year you're going to 8th grade. Your math teacher is going to be Mr. Balachi, okay? One thing that we have talked about, Mr. Balachi and Mr. Evans, is that you all need to know about nonlinear lines. Have you been talking about nonlinear lines at all? Nod your head yes if you've been talking about nonlinear lines. Shake your head no if you haven't been. Confusion, yes, okay, then you have not been talking about it. I see my shell's face, so therefore we have not been talking about it. Okay, so what we want to do first is I'm going to be walking you through how to approach nonlinear lines. What we want to do ahead of time is negotiate the points back in the back, so that way you all can go ahead and beat Texas and make sure that you're staying ahead of KU. Would y'all like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Raise your hand for me if you want to tell me how we should do these points. Kyria.
I think we should be rewarded by points based on our participation and following the champ.
Okay. Any other thoughts? So I've got following champs, I've got participation, what other things? Because I can be really generous because I haven't given points before. So you tell me. Raise your hand for me, raise your hand and tell me what it is. Not just Kyria. How about this? Go ahead and see what you like about this. Right here, I've got Michigan. Okay? Every time that I see I get a good answer, I get that the whole class is following. What's up?
Better marker.
Is that him, my family?
You did not play football in high school, did you?
Right here, every time that I see that we all follow and we're all sitting up, I'll give you a mark. What do you think I'm going to do if I see that somebody isn't sitting up, like our friend Anthony right here? I'm going to take it off.
How much each mark represent?
10 points. 10 points. So right now, the expectation is that you sit up, put both hands on the desk. You are my guest class. Michigan got picked. Michigan got picked out of all the classes up there for me to come to because you have the, well, you almost have the most points. And I'd love to see y'all beat Texas today. You think, I bet you that you can get about 20, 25 ticks. And if you can get 25 ticks, then you're going to be beating Texas. Would y'all be okay with that?
We already beat them.
Would you be okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right now, the expectation is sitting up, hands on the desk. Hands are on the desk. Hands are on the desk. Folded. Michael. All right. Right now we're seeing everybody, hands on the desk, folded. We're going to start off with 3 ticks. Okay. Right now, go ahead and take your pencil, hold your pencil up in the air. Take your pencil, hold your pencil up in the air. Take your pencil, hold your pencil up in the air. Write your name on the top of the paper. Write your name on the top of the paper. I taught high school. This is how I taught high school. I work over at Rains. I work at Jackson. This is how we do it there. So when after you go to Mr. Balachi's class, this is how you can expect it. When you're done, you're putting the pencil back down. You're folding your hands back. You're putting the pencil back down. You're folding your hands back. I bet you that's going to be worth about 3 ticks. Bet you that's going to be worth about 3 ticks. Okay, perfect. All right, today we are talking about linear and nonlinear lines. I want you to think right now, close your eyes, I want you to think right now about what a linear line is, and I want you to think where you have seen a linear line in Mr. Evans' class. When you get that, raise your hand as high as you can in the air. Raise your hand as high as you can in the air. Think about a nonlinear line. Jotham, thank you. Jotham, I saw your hand raised up in the air. Everybody, go ahead and open your eyes back up. Jotham, tell me where you've seen a linear line before. Take the straw out of your mouth.
It was something we did Tuesday, and he had lines, graphs on one of them.
Okay, so you've seen it on a graph in Mr. Evans' room. Tell me what a linear line represents. Tell me what a linear line represents. Put your hand up in the air. Tell me what a linear line represents. I should not see only 3 people. I should not just see Michelle, Anthony, Takiria, and Kamaya with their hands up in the air. I should see more people. I should see more people. Amber, what does a linear line represent? That is a nonlinear line that you're looking at, so you don't have to worry about that, seeing it on the paper.
It's a straight line.
This is a linear line. A linear line represents a relationship between 2 things. A relationship between 2 things. I want you to look right here. If I am thinking about how much money I am earning if I am working, let's say, at Subway, okay? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. $10, $20, $30, $40. If I work 4 hours and I earn $40, raise your hand if you can tell me how many dollars I am earning an hour. Raise your hand if you can tell me how many dollars I am earning an hour. Dequan. 10. That is easy. Okay? I know you're in 7th grade, but go ahead and give him 1 clap. Just give him 1 clap. No, come on. When I say go, give him 1 clap. Ready, set, go. Okay, thank you. That way we don't have to give him a bunch of claps. Okay, $10. That's pretty easy. I should see nods, right? That's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Okay, a nonlinear line. Look right there at that nonlinear line. What are you noticing about a nonlinear line? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. I heard some people call out. Oh no. Oh no, I just took 3 off. I should see hands raised all the way in the air. You should not have to have a support structure for your hand, Amber. You should have your hands straight up in the air. What does a nonlinear line represent? And I'm going to go with Tavara, since I have now memorized her name. She's about to earn her 3 strikes back for the entire team. So let's hear it.
It's going up.
It's going up, okay. What's another thing that you're noticing about a nonlinear line? Do you think it always can go up? Let's go with, not Michael, not Michael, not Michael. How about Jawan? You weren't raising your hand, but Jawan, what else are you noticing? It's going up. What else are you noticing?
It curves.
It curves. Okay, what else are we noticing? Alan. Alan.
Oh yeah,
It's not straight? Okay, it's not straight. So we're noticing it's going up, it's curved, and it's not straight. I'm going to go ahead and give you 2 rules up here. Go down here where it says linear line. A line that, okay, here's what you're going to write down. Increases or decreases? Increases or decreases? We said that it's going up. What does decrease mean? Just everybody. What does decrease mean? Everybody. Down. Okay, it's going down. Okay, so increases or decreases with a specific, ready for this? With a specific pattern. With a specific pattern. Raise your hand straight up in the air. Raise your hand straight up in the air to tell me what that means. What does it mean that it increases or decreases with a specific pattern? Kamaya, what does that mean? Alright, what did she just say, Michael? What did she just say?
I don't know, I can't hear her.
Oh, no.
She was talking too low.
That's everybody's fault, right? You weren't listening? She was talking too low. Kamaya, say it louder for me. Michael, we're going to earn it back.
I ain't getting that right.
We're going back. Put your hands back on the desk. Put your hands back on the desk. Put your hands back on the desk. The expectation is silence, hands are on the desk folded. Michelle's doing it. Jonathan's doing it. Anthony's doing it. Dequan's doing it. Amber, Alexis. We're waiting for Michael. We're waiting for Jawan. Say it one more time for me, Maya. With a specific rate. When she says a specific rate, we were talking about how you earn $10 an hour. I can make the prediction that if I worked 10 hours, I would have $100, okay? What are you noticing about a nonlinear line? A nonlinear line is a line that increases or decreases with what? Raise your hand straight up in the air. With what? Raise your hand straight up in the air. If that one, if a linear line is a specific pattern, a nonlinear line is what? Raise your hand up in the air if you think you know. Look at it. Look at the picture. Anthony. It does not have a pattern. Without specific pattern. Go ahead and write that down. Without specific pattern. Yes, sir. Not sharpen your pencil, Mr. Evans. You got any extra pencils?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. You got it.
Pass this over to me, Anthony. Okay. Without a specific pattern. What do you say? Right there, where it says a nonlinear line is a line that increases or decreases without specific pattern.
But
Do
it
you want-
says and then specific. So we can't say it's not gonna be
Increases or decreases, and yeah, moves. There we go. Thank you. Moves without specific pattern.
and move that.
Yeah, it graphs without a specific pattern. Meaning you could go up 1, then you could go up 100, then you could go down 50, then you could go back up 100. That's not specific. You got it? Right here, moves without a specific. Got it? Right here, we've got our definition. So guess what? We need to add 25. We got 10. Okay? We got to the first part. Right now, when I say go, give yourself one clap. I know it sounds really babyish, but for 7th graders, you got it. Okay? Alan, we're going to do it. We're going to convince ourselves. Okay? When I say go, we're going to give ourselves one clap. Ready, set, go. Oh, that was sad. Ready, set, go. Thank you. Okay. Right now, what we've got is we've got a definition for a linear and a nonlinear line. Right now, I want us to go ahead and look down at B, and or the second part, and I want us to think about whether or not these things are going to be linear or nonlinear. I want you to look at those 5 different sets of information and think about whether they're linear or nonlinear. I'm going to talk about number A. A, I'm looking at it says 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and I'm going to think back to that original definition, and I notice that it is increasing and decreasing at a specific pattern. If it is increasing and decreasing at a specific pattern, I want you to think, what is this line? Is it going to be linear or nonlinear? Raise your hand straight up in the air. Sit up straight. Raise your hand straight up in the air so we can get some more points. Michael, that is not straight. Hands straight up in the air. Hands straight up in the air. Hands straight up in the air. Michelle. Thank you. Everybody, right out to the side of it, write linear. Okay. The next one, 4 squared. 4 squared. 4 squared is going to go 4, and then 4 times 4 is 16, so it's going to go 4, and then 4 times 4 is 16. What do you think? Linear or nonlinear? Okay, why do you think linear? Because what? Why? Because I asked again?
That's Mr. Evans.
Yeah, okay. Somebody explain to him so that way we can think about why it's nonlinear. Raise your hand straight up in the air why it is nonlinear. Raise your hand straight up in the air if you know why it's nonlinear. Come on, Michael, raise your hand straight up in the air if you know why it's nonlinear. You think you know? Okay? Right there, why is it nonlinear?
Because it's not a specific
10 minutes?
pattern. It's not a continuous pattern.
It's not a continuous pattern. If it goes
Okay,
4,
Right.
16, it's not a specific pattern. No. It's just going to go from 4 to 16. Does it follow any particular pattern? No. Write nonlinear out to the side. You can write NL off to the side. You don't have to write nonlinear, just write NL off to the side. Right here, this next one. The next one, who wants to read the numbers out to me? Raise your hand. For 2 points, who wants to read the numbers out to me? For 2 points, who wants to read the numbers out to me? All you got to do is read the numbers out. Alexis.
4, 20, 96, 14, 24.
Okay, if I was to graph 4, 20, 96, 14, and 24, Jotham, is that going to be linear or nonlinear? Nonlinear. Everybody write NL off to the side. And the next one, I want you to think about this. We already talked about this with Subway, and I already should have known that Michigan was going to be the smartest class in here, so you already don't need to have this trick question. But it's the idea that wages where you earn a specific amount every hour. Raise your hand straight up in the air if you know if that's going to be linear or non-linear. Meaning that if you're working at Subway, go ahead and sit up for me, Javon. Go ahead and sit up for me. If you are working at Subway and you're going to earn $10 every hour, is that going to be a linear or non-linear problem? Amber. Thank you. Linear, right? Linear, just write an L. And then finally the last one. Let's say you're working at Subway, you're not getting paid $10 an hour, you're getting paid $1 every sandwich you make. Every sandwich you make. So that way, that 1 hour you might make $5 because you made 5 sandwiches, and the next hour you can make $20 because you made 20 sandwiches.